The Legendary Bout to be hero is a lot easier than Bonds of Friendship that actually feels like cheating. I'll be sharing all my tips and tricks I learned after 50 plus clears to make this as easy as possible. So with that out the way, let's get into this, yeah? For materia, Cloud's gonna need empowerment. After having my personal support with Zac, I just couldn't live without this damage buff, and Sephiroth does a lot of damage. So we'll be giving it to the both of us, since he'll be linked to Magnify. First strike, so we have 1 ATB to start the fight. ATB boost, so we can make this 1 ATB into 2 ATB. For those following this series, you know how much I love the time materia. It'll be linked to Magnify, so both of us could benefit from it. Skill Master, so we could get a free ATB every 3 unique actions. Strength up for even more attack stat. HP up, so we have a bigger pool to survive attacks. Steadfast block, so we gain ATB whenever we block, and we're gonna be blocking a lot. Precision defense focus, so it's easier to perfect block. Fire and Ice linked to Elemental, so we could cheese some attacks. I highly recommend a level 3 so you could heal off of these attacks. Poison and Petrify for a specific enemy. The best summon for this build is Odin. For weapons, I went with Sleek Saber. This is Cloud's best attack weapon as it has 2 ATB charge rate up. As for accessories, you'll want the Genji Glove as it'll triple our damage output. Nothing else even comes close, so if you don't have this, go get it! As for shortcuts, I highly recommend putting Focus Thrust and Counter Stand somewhere comfy, as we'll be using those a lot. Now that you're prepared, let's go over the fight so we could breeze through them. You'll want to hold down R1 and press L1 when combat starts. Haste, Prime Mode, and swap to Sephiroth and attack. Sephiroth's unique attack isn't available until we fill the meter, so these few hits are important. Notice how Aurora Charge is quickly being filled by blue? Swap back to Cloud when you see Prime Mode is being used. Mountain Crusher is a 4-part attack, so if you're unfamiliar with Cloud, he could counterattack while in Punisher or Prime Mode. Just hold down your guard button, and once you hear or visually see it going off, hold it again for 4 times. Thwack is a straight line attack, so just get to the side. Use Stop without Magnify by pressing L1. Then Bravery with Magnify by pressing L1 again. Now press your dodge button, attack once, hold down your attack button to go into the air, then Aerial Onslaught. Swap back to Sephiroth. Now this next part is vital for this challenge. When Sephiroth's unique gauge is filled, it'll be blue and usually says Pierce. Ignore that. Instead, dodge and press triangle. This will do Shift Slash, which is an AoE attack around Sephiroth. Use Aroga and swap back to Cloud. Focus Thrust when pressured. Swap back to Sephiroth and continue to dodge and press triangle. We'll be referring to this as Spin to Win from now on. Aurora and build up some ATB with Cloud. When the cast is finished, go back to Sephiroth and keep spinning until it's staggered. As you can see, Sephiroth fills his limit break very quickly doing this, and this is why this challenge is so easy compared to Zac's. Infinity Zen and limit break to finish the fight. This clear doesn't show off all of Titan's attacks, so let's go over the missing ones. If he does Stone or Stonaga, then use Counter Fire as his left leg moves. Sling, this is a grab that can easily be dodged by just walking away from him. He sometimes does a 3-part combo, starting with his left hand, right, and then a stomp. Guard the first 2 and Counter Fire the stomp. I don't know why the stomp counts as a range attack, but we'll take it. Another cool feature with Sephiroth that makes this challenge easy is he could follow up attacks when his unique attack is filled. Notice how Pierce changes to Zanshin Rising after using Zanshin? Or how about Hell's Gate turning into Infernal Gate? Utilize this to get free damage every ATB usage. We're gonna start off the same like Titan, ATB boost, haste, and prime mode. If you see Berserker Bash, Counter Fire. Build up 2 ATB. If you see Furious Blows, guard each hit for 4 hits. Then slow with Magnify off. Bravery, then swap to Sephiroth and build up 2 ATB by spinning to win. Blizzaga and swap back. For those unfamiliar with Prime mode, you want to hold down your attack button as it generates the most ATB in the shortest time. Focus Thrust and Blazara. Swap back for one last Blazara and Infinity's End to finish the fight. We'll be doing the normal opener, ATB boost, haste, prime mode, and then swap to Sephiroth and build up ATB. When Flan spawns, use fire. Swap back to Cloud and build up ATB. Bravery, Fate, and make sure Cloud has 1 ATB. Swap to Sephiroth and keep spinning to win to build up his limit break. If you see Flaming Geyser or Incandescent Burst, swap to Cloud. Use Aurora and Disorder on the bomb. When the last mob spawns, Pyro with Sephiroth while we focus thrust Phoenix. Then swap to Sephiroth and fill out his ATB for Blizzaga. Infinity's End and Octo Slash for the kill. If you're lacking in damage, then swap to Sephiroth as he slams down, then press your unique attack button for Octo Slash Prime. Isn't that cool? He's a 2-part limit break! Just like Zack's challenge, round 4 is Freelo. ATB boost, haste, and Byoga. Swap to Sephiroth and do 2 hits and dodge, otherwise he will hit you. Tundaga when you have 2 ATB. Swap back to Cloud and get Bravery and Prime mode online. Swap to Sephiroth and get Tundara. Finish it off with Infinity's End. It has attacks as you saw, but Sephiroth makes this fight a joke, so I'm not going to go over them, but you can counter Fire Hurricane if you want some style points. We won't be ATB boosting as Kujata comes for us right away. If you see both front legs up in the air, guard. Haste, ATB boost Prime mode. You want to get away from Ferocious Lion because if you get hit by all attacks, you get stunned. Bravery, Fate, and swap to Sephiroth and spin to win. Thunderous Stomp is a big AoE when it lands, so just walk away, then dodge when it lands. Unfortunately hit us, but it's okay. Swap to Cloud and build up ATB while we use Aroga. Disorder. Firebolt and use Aerial Onslaught as the Aroga connects. Zanshin when you see Kujata roar up like this, then double Helix. When it's over, use Octo Slash. Firebolt and Aerial Onslaught again. Swap to Sephiroth for the Octo Slash Prime. Use Stop when Cloud gets an ATB, then ATB boost. Firebolt and Aerial Onslaught once more. Finish it with whatever when it's staggered. When you see its head moves to the side, guard. If you have ATB, counterstands to guard again when the first hit connects. ATB boost and haste. If you see its neck like this, then dodge to the side. Prime mode after. Get 2 ATB. Bravery, Faith, then swap to Sephi and build up his ATB. Once your second buff is being applied, use Stop without Magnify. Fire Ogre when you have 2 ATB, then swap back to Cloud for some ATB. Use Firebolt Blade and then use Fire with Sephiroth. Double Helix and afterwards use Fyra back to back with Sephiroth. Firebolt with Cloud. Some attacks not seeing this kill are Lithic Curse, which can be counter-fired. Seismic Wave will have the ground glowing, just dodge to the other side. We'll be doing the normal opener, ATB boost, haste, and prime mode. Swap to Sephiroth and start building up his unique attack. Tundara when you have 2 ATB. Build up ATB with Cloud. Tracking Beam can be counterfired once you see them moving towards you. If it teleports, swap to Sephiroth and dodge towards the enemy so we teleport to them right away. Grand Laser cannot be countered fire, so dodge it once its head starts moving up. Use Thunder on the lowest HP arm. Bravery when you can. Break its other arm with Firebolt and Tundara if you see Whirling Raid. This is an annoying attack that persists on the ground. If it does Wave Cannon, then counterfire when you see his arms hit the floor. Blazara with Sephiroth and Focus Thrust. Infinity's End and Tandaga to finish the fight. Some attacks we didn't see this kill are Rampant Wave. The ground will have glowing lines from Alexander. Get out of them or break an arm to stop the attack. Or Tremor. This is a slam with both arms in front of Alexander, so stand to the side. You can actually counterfire the shockwaves from this attack. Sweep. This has a big hitbox, so dodge away twice. Sephiroth's second freelo battle. ATB boost Haste in Prime mode. Break one of its wing with a full Prime mode combo, then Bravery and Firebolt the other. Once both are broken, you stop, then swap to Sephiroth and spin to win. Blizzaga and swap to Cloud. Refresh Berserker, then swap to Sephiroth for Blizzara. Infinity's End. Do not ATB boost, instead swap to Punisher mode and guard the 2-part attack he always does. Use haste, then ATB boost. If it does Nova Bomb, then counter fire as the ball approaches you. As soon as you see the ping from Flame Breath, counter fire. Right after, use Bravery. You want Cloud to be grabbed here. If you watch my Zack guide, then you know why. But for anyone new, we want to purposely be grabbed, so Sephiroth can build up his limit break. Use Pyro when we get the chance. When Bahamut drops Cloud, keep attacking as he'll do an AoE blast which could damage Sephiroth, making him lose his unique attack. Zanshin one of the wings and follow up. Prime mode the other wing, then fire Bolt. The hitbox on the wings can be wonky. Swap back to Sephiroth and keep spinning. When the wings are broken, use Blizzara. Focus thrust when you get ATB. Once the pressure goes away, double Helix. Firebolt and Zanshin the wings again. Curaga if you took any damage during the synergy attack. Build up 2 ATB, then use the Firebolt Aerial Onslaught combo. Once Cloud's finished, use Limit Break. Make sure to swap to him for the follow-up. Infinity's End and finish whatever. There's a ton of attacks not seen this kill, like Whirlwind Slash. If you see Whirlwind Slash, guard it. If you have ATB to spare, use Counter Stance. And as you're blocking the first hit, hold down guard again as it's a 2-part attack. Thruster Spin cannot be guarded by the normal method, instead use Counter Stance if you have ATB, otherwise dodge away twice. Homing Barrage, counterfire as the bullets drop down. Grim Upheaval. Dodge away as it's an AoE attack around its hitbox, then an uppercut. Laser Raise. Counterfire once Bahamut's head comes down. Gale Wind Slash is a dash, then stab, so either dodge to the side or guard. Soaring Slash. Guard or dodge as it's a quick attack. Time for the final round! Do not use ATB boosts. Instead, go to the left and swap to Punisher mode and guard as he always attacks. If you see a spear move, then it's just a regular attack. Haste, ATB boost, and Prime mode afterwards. If it does charge, just hold down your guard and repeat 4 times. If you have 2 ATB, then use Counter Slash to alternate the hits. Once it's over, use Bravery. Sleipnir's Fur gives Odin a damage buff, but also lowers his defense and opens up the stagger gauge so we can fill it quicker. If you see Helm Cleaver, dodge away twice. We do not want to get hit as this puts a nasty debuff on us, even if we guard it. Swap to Sephiroth afterwards and build up ATB. Spear Rampage is a spin attack around his hitbox. It hits twice, so guard again after the first hit. If you have ATB to Spear, then counter stance for some more damage. If he does this while you're controlling Sephiroth, then just dodge away. Once you have 2 ATB, fire Ogre, then swap to Cloud. Block any attacks until it goes off. I unfortunately used my ATB to block the second part of Spear Rampage. It's okay to waste an ATB playing safe, rather than getting hit and triggering Zenzetsuken. Just build up ATB and Braver if you're in the same position, as Infinity's End won't make it in time to hit the stagger window. Otherwise, Infinity's End if you have different RNG. Swap to Sephiroth and build up ATB. Hell's Gate when you have ATB. Double Helix afterwards. Lord of the Blade upgrades his sword and adds new attacks to his move pool. Spatial Distortion splits the arena into 2. You want to be on the side that's clear. The wrong side visually looks different. Once you're on the right side, use Firaga. Swap to Sephi and build up ATB. Make sure the cast is going out as the AI derps sometimes, like this. Firaga again, swap back to Cloud and build up ATB. Shimmering Blade is a quick cleave, so back away. Use Octo Slash after he's done casting. Focus Thrust. Lord of the Battlefield upgrades his spear and adds new attacks to his move pool. Infinity's End to finish the last Legendary Bout challenge. Some attacks not seeing this kill is Swift Punishment. He jumps up into the air and lands on you really quick, so guard. Charging Steed is just like Charge, so guard 4 times. But this time he'll throw his spear when he finishes, so keep your guard up. Ring of Helheim is a big AoE around his hitbox, so just move away. Wolf Hunter is another attack we want to avoid at all costs. See how Zack's forearms have a purple ring around it? If Zack does an ATB command now, he'll immediately be counterattacked by Odin for over 2000 damage. Just like Helm Cleaver, you'll want to avoid Full Moon Assault at all costs. Illusory Blade is 2 quick slashes in an X. Dodge away from this as it's another attack we want to avoid at all costs. Tyrannical Onslaught is the base form of All Father's Fury. It's a single slash followed by 2 quick slashes back to back. Hopefully you found this guide helpful, and if there's any unanswered questions, then ask down below. And if you haven't beaten Rulers of the Outer World yet, then consider checking out this video right here. Until the next video, I'll see ya.